Welcome back. the background. Look, I know it's a little dreary, but you gotta hear me out. You see. Oh, hi. I'm Matt from Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show. You know, here at Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show, we strive for perfection. So allow me to clarify a mistake I made last episode. Last time I implied that the married couple from Chopping Mall was named Paul and Mary Bland. My mistake. This is not Paul and Mary Bland. This is Paul and Mary Bland. Which means yes, the married couple from Chopping Mall don't have names. What's more, Paul and Mary Bland aren't even original Chopping Mall characters. They originally appeared in the cult comedy Eating Raoul. And based on how amazing their jokes are in this movie, I can only assume that film is genius.
They remind me of your mother. It's the laser eyes.
Anyways, we now return to Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show. Already in progress. Walrus sucking its own dick. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Anyways, that has nothing to do with today's movie, and I'm never going to mention it again.
It's Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show. Starring Matt.
Well, you asked for it in a 2-1 vote. So today we're going to talk about Killer Shrews. Killer Shrews was directed by Ray Kellogg and released in 1959 as part of a double bill with Giant Gila Monster. Both movies came to prominence thanks to their appearance on Mystery Science Theater 3000. However, Killer Shrews went on to be even more infamous than its Gila Monster counterpart, thanks to its appearance in the 50 worst films ever made. Starring James Best, more like, this joke's not worth finishing. Best is most well known for his role as the sheriff in The Dukes of Hazzard. He stars alongside Ken Curtis, known for a number of roles in Gunsmoke, as well as voicing Nutsy in Disney's Robin Hood. It also stars 50s model Ingrid Good and producer Gordon McLinden, who, along with Curtis, produced this and Giant Gila Monster. This is his only acting credit. So, will these shrews manage to kill someone unlike the Gila Monster? And more importantly, will there be any car talk? Like Giant Gila Monster, the film opens on narration.
Those who hunt by night will tell you that the wildest and most vicious of all animals is the tiny shrew.
And like Giant Gila Monster, I'm inclined to not believe you.
And the shrew devours everything.
The shrew sees all. The shrew knows all. So we meet Captain Thorne and his skipper, who are concerned that the clear sky has some stormy stock footage up ahead.
Man, that sure do look good.
How? It's flat and boring. So I guess it fits in with this movie. Once on the island, they meet Dr. Craigus, his daughter Anne, and some jackass with a shotgun.
Not me, Captain Blight. You go right ahead and stretch your legs. That ship's gonna be bucking like a bucking bronc for long. Besides, I got some work left to do.
Okay, late 50s, just because you got an actual black guy and didn't use blackface doesn't mean this isn't blackface.
Excuse me, please. I think I'll change.
Into a shrew!
2 new litters since lunch, Doctor. Both support GT116.
That's good, but
We can breed them to the 205 group in about 3 weeks. But I'd prefer to wait and expose about half of them to the Hoskins factor first. If you agree.
I don't have a clue what you just said, but sure, go ahead.
do you know there's a hurricane coming?
Maybe. Could you hum a few bars?
Will you please excuse us, Captain?
Well, providing you drop the captain.
Preferably off a hotel balcony. In case you can't tell, I'm grasping at straws. This film has nothing.
Progress, Doctor!
I've stopped wetting the bed! He's actually excited because one of the shrews they're experimenting on has lived 3 times longer than usual. Slow down, movie. No reason to have a point now.
Well, maybe you better take him. He doesn't know me. All he knows is his next meal.
So he does know you. Is she scared of windows opening? You must be the one who keeps going to see the Paranormal Activities movies. Holy crap, this chick is bugging out. Sweetie, the medication is for the shrews, not you. So Anne chews out Jackass with a shotgun. Jerry. Jackass with a shotgun. For leaving the cage door open while he was drunk, creating the killer shrews. So at last the killer shrews arrive. Of course, they smell a black guy and know he must die first. And look at that, they didn't just film regular shrews walking around in a field. They just put bad wigs on dogs. But hey, I can't complain, it looks more real than Trump's hair.
Boom! Topical reference.
Thorne wants to go investigate the noise like you do in a horror movie, but Anne stops him. By pulling a gun?
The shrews can't kill you if I kill you first.
Now look, I don't ask questions because it's against my principles.
I just find learning new information immoral.
Cute. That's the last word you can use to describe those little monsters. They're the most horrible animals on the face of the earth.
These shrews killed my baby! Every time I channel this woman, I regret it.
Anne explains the killer shrew situation, which she really should have led with over pulling a gun. But after the power goes out, they light the brightest candles in the universe. Holy crap!
Where's the generator? Outside. Can't get at it at night.
Poor planning on our part, admittedly.
I wanted you here tonight. I thought something terrible was going to happen.
Like a low-grade B movie.
Ugh, this movie's kind of uninteresting. What do you think, Mr. Horse? Should I keep going? Well, Horse has never lied to me before.
You're a strange man, Thorne. I never met anyone like you.
Yeah, it's so strange how you sailed to this island, ate dinner, and haven't had any other interactions with me. I don't know what this chick's talking about. Thorne is the most normal person in this movie.
You seem so disinterested in everything.
Lady, he ain't alone.
So there's a nonsensical explanation for the killer shrews, and whoa! Watch where you're pointing that finger. Long story short, the shrews are out of food, and they're going to try breaking in to eat everyone. Jackass with a shotgun complains to the housekeeper, Mexican Bob, about Anne getting so friendly with Captain Thorne.
That's why I keep thinking about you and me.
Woo, senor, don't really swing that way. But a shrew sneaks in the window, so Bob and Thorne go to kill it. Hey, don't worry about Dr. dying. They just got a fresh shipment of him. But a shrew attacks Mexican Bob's leg, and Thorne immediately makes a tourniquet? Dude, that's like last resort when you have to amputate. This is just a little scratch that he bled to death from.
He bleeds out that easy. It's just Darwinism.
Oh, never mind. Shrews are poisonous now.
Isn't science wonderful?
So after they determine the shrews have left, Thorne and Jackass with a shotgun start towards the boat. But Jackass with a shotgun's jealousy has built up, and he threatens to shoot Thorne. I don't see what Thorne's problem was. He was okay with it when Anne pointed a gun at him. Now, Thorne has become the one true jackass with a shotgun. They try to get to the boat, but the skipper isn't answering.
They don't leave much, do they?
Well, now that we've established the shrews leave behind torn clothes, someone will find Thorne's torn clothes, so we suspect him of being the killer shrews. They make a break for it, but Jackass without a shotgun locks Thorne out with the killer shrews. Too bad he didn't count on Thorne's amazing parkour skills. You know what this means.
Ham-fisted action!
The shrews were out there. I couldn't take a chance.
Look, even the shrews find it funny. Oh, come on. He's been a jackass all movie. He's dead anyway. Man, Ray Kellogg just had a thing for creatures sticking their heads through walls, didn't he? Thorne figures out that the chemical drums will protect them from the shrews so they can walk to the beach. So they tie the drums together and start walking, except Jackass without a shotgun with a shotgun. He fully embraces the death we all knew was coming.
24 hours, there'll be one shrew left on the island, and he'll be dead of starvation. An excellent example of overpopulation.
Well, you know something, Doctor?
What's that?
I'm not going to worry about overpopulation just yet.
And that's it. The movie's just barely an hour long.
So that was Killer Shrews, and the title's not misleading.
Honestly, this movie's pretty boring, especially compared to its counterpart, Giant Gila Monster. Some of the effects are pretty funny, and there's moments of silliness here and there. But even for a film that barely breaks an hour, I can't really recommend it, especially when there's an MST3K version. Just watch that.
As for me, I'm looking for something a little cheesier. So next time we can either talk about the Elvis vehicle, Harem Scarum, or the 80s cult kung fu movie, Gymkata. Neither of those are real words. Until next time, I'm Matt. This is Matt's Fun Time Bad Movie Show.
I've been waiting for you to finish. I must have dozed off. You kind of startled me. Sit down. Here. Have a drink. It'll help you to relax.
I don't have a clue what you just said. Oh, that's Russian. I can't do German.